random one.
Yeah.
What did you think about the White Yarde thing?
Oh wow. That's because White Yarde, he's I would call it. I've met him up a couple of times, and he's a good. I think he's a good guy. I don't think the question was needed. He answered it perfectly, but what I didn't understand was the back. I don't know. Was the other guy, the other comedian? Is it Dame?
Dame.
Yeah, I don't
Dame,
know him personally.
Yeah.
I'm not. I have nothing against the guy.
Yeah.
But I don't know why he reacted like that afterwards. I don't know if you saw the back and forth.
Yeah. So just for people who
like,
don't know.
Yeah.
Basically, White Yarde was on. Was it Unapologetic with ZZ and Yinka?
Yeah. Shout out ZZ.
And I don't know what the conversation as a whole was about, because remember, we just see in the clip. I didn't actually watch the show. But there was a part in it where ZZ had asked White Yarde if he felt like he was a part of black culture. And do you know what? It's funny when she asked, I understood the question. I understood what she meant when she asked that question. And as soon as it went to him, I was thinking my immediate reaction was, I'm curious to see how he answers this, because that's such a broad. When people say that, when people say like, are you a part of black culture, or they just say black culture, and even me, I've been guilty of this before, but it's just in further reflection. I'm like, there's so much to black culture that when we ask those questions, we need to be a bit more specific in like what we mean by black culture, because it's so varied. There's so many different aspects to it. Like, we talk about black UK culture. We talk about, different parts of black African culture. We're talking about black Caribbean. There's so many different aspects to it. So when you say black culture, it's like, it's so wide. So I was so happy to hear when he said his initial thing was, I am a part of Jamaican culture. And I know that for some people who may see things from a surface point of view will not necessarily understand even what he means by that.
Indeed.
But like, what he's saying is completely plausible. He's
100%.
This is the place that he's from. This is where his life has been. He's gone to school there. I think if you have ever been to Jamaica, you'll see Jamaicans are actually not just black people. And in fact, the history of Jamaica is not even with black people like that anyway. If you actually think about where Jamaicans actually come from, I think the majority of them actually come from Nigeria
or Ghana
anyway, or Ghana. Do you understand what I'm saying? So like, there's actually a bunch of different people from different places, historically, that live in Jamaica and that are actually Jamaicans. So you might see someone who was of like Indian skin, and he's Jamaican, or you see Chinese.
Yeah, Chinese. Yeah. I know. One of my best friends is like his dad's Jamaican. Yeah.
And I know even then, like when you look at there's a sound system called Mighty Crown.
Yeah, I know Mighty Crown. Yeah, I know the Mighty Crown.
Yeah, which are they're Chinese.
Mr. and
but they're Jamaicans.
They're Jamaican.
Yeah,
and it's Jamaicans. Because when they speak, it's crazy, right? But I rate. I stand behind White Yarde.
He answered that phenomenally, like so well, because when that other brother, I'm not sure what his name was, because this is where the big conversation came.
The one that was sitting. I saw the clip.
I'm not sure who he was, but he had then said, when did you decide that you was Jamaican? And when he said that, when he said that, I thought,
wow.
And this is my thing, So like, I'm not a person who checks comments too much like that. So it depends on what it is. But you see, sometimes when I see certain things, I'm like, hold on, wait. Am I going mad? Let me just go and see what like people are saying about this. So when I heard him say that, I thought, you know what? This is no disrespect to this brother at all. But this is how I actually feel.
Go on.
There's this mad urgency and eagerness to have an uncomfortable conversation.
To be provocative.
And I think that there's a problem in it, because it's like everyone wants to seem as though they stand for something. Do you get what I'm saying? And sometimes I have an issue with it. This is not directed with this guy, but I have an issue with elements of it, because I'm like, some of you lot I'm not trusting, because you didn't appear before Black Lives Mattered. Do you get what I'm saying?
Where were you?
And now all of a sudden, now we need to have this conversation about race and, you know, heritage and it's like, we do.
Yeah.
We actually do need to have these conversations.
Yeah.
But I think that we need to take a moment to either like go and investigate some things ourselves before we actually ask questions. Or we actually need to just have a moment to take, like, have a little breather, like just take a little step back, breathe, think about what we're gonna say, and then like ask a question or whatever. Because sometimes it just comes across so mad to me. It's there's so many times where I feel like I'm getting secondhand embarrassment from it because I'm like,
you're like,
why? I know it's like the embarrassment comes because it's like I know what you're trying to do. Like you're trying to be the I just hit you with the mad uncomfortable and it's like. This one wasn't the type.
It wasn't the type of question.
Yeah, it wasn't it wasn't the true uncomfortable. You know what I mean? I know I know there's like the Charlemagne and like we're trying to do the Charlemagne. Yeah, but it's like this one wasn't the.
You know, there's certain things like when people say things afterwards, they think, oh no, maybe I messed up.
Yeah,
I believe after the backlash or whatever. He must have been like, oh, maybe because. But I don't understand why people had such an issue with why he's a good guy. Like, who with White Yarde, like with him saying those things, people had an issue with.
Did they?
Yeah, some people were like, even in my comments, someone was like, I said I stand behind White Yarde, right? Then a black girl must have said to one of my friends who also agreed with what I said. Oh, you're such a bum licker. You're Uncle Tom. And he's like, what do you mean? Like, it's like you're actually having an argument with me agreeing with what and it's crazy. Like because I call myself the comments king. I'm always in comments. Like,
I see you sometimes still.
Yeah, I'm always in comments. So
but I think, do you know what though? Honestly, I think that those conversations I think there's so much things to discuss in and around it though. Like I do think that there is like people do get race and ethnicity mixed up a lot of the time as well. Like there's so much different types of conversations that can actually come from them, and I do think that they are important conversations. I agree,
but I think there's some people that are not valid to ask certain questions.
Yeah.
Like you said, if you haven't, I'm not. This is not against that guy who said the question, but there's people that are just using the whole Black Lives Matter, the opportunity to speak as, okay, this is my time to be someone in this space. Yeah. And like, what are you as people qualified to, Do
you know? I'm going to keep going on this quickly, actually, but just from a different dynamic, which I'd brought up before. Yeah, is that like, and Zizi said something that was really good and very interesting as well, which I think I'd brought up kind of here as well, where she was like, you know what, like, who are we? She's like, some of our parents have been brought up in this country or born in this country. Some people's grandparents were even born in this country and that. And their lineage goes back to wherever, maybe Jamaica or somewhere in Africa or whatever it may be. But let's say if you're third generation or fourth generation, there might be a chance that there's a disconnect between where your heritage is and what you've been brought around in regards to being here. Whereas you would have someone, for example, like White Yarde, who was brought up in Jamaica, knows how to cook the food. He's the patois is super strong. He went to school there, like his whole life was there. He left there when he was 18 years old to come to England. So essentially this would not even feel truly like a home to him. Over there would feel like home more so. But he's here now, he's got a family, all of these type of things. I think it's kind of interesting to speak to people to find out like what their opinions are on whether there is actually whether people are actually becoming more disconnected from their culture though.
Yeah.
Do you get me?
100%. Yeah, 100%.
Where are you?
I'm from Ghana.
You're from Ghana.
I'm actually heading back there in 2 weeks. My dad passed away in September.
Oh, sorry.
So I'm actually going for the first time in years to just bury him. And it's like, for me, it's like, because I haven't been in quite a while, I feel disconnected sometimes because I haven't been there you know. And sometimes you see things in Ghana, like all the goings ons and everyone's there and stuff, and I'm like, oh man, I feel disconnected from where I say I'm from. Right. If that makes any sense. Even though I was born in the UK, but I say my heritage in Ghana, you know. But I've been there. I mean, prior to that, I've been there many times.
You know, I think that there is actually, this might be a little bit of a hot take, yeah. Mm-hmm. But like, I think it's cool to know where you've come from, and to know where your grandparents come from, your great grandparents, wherever you know that country you're based from, or whichever part of Africa or Caribbean or whatever, yeah. But sometimes I do think that like people have an issue with being able to just say, oh, you know what, like I'm black and British.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? It's like I am very connected to Jamaican culture. Yeah, that's where my family is from, and when I go there, it feels like home. Do you know what I mean? And I go there very often. But also, I understand that, like, to them, as much as we are the same, we're not really. Like, I'm still from England. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, this is where my family's from. Yeah, but you're from there. Yeah. But I'm all right with that, though. Do you get what I'm saying? It's like, I come here and it's like a way of appreciating where my family comes from, and I love the culture, and I know how to cook the food. I'm like I listen to the music. That is a part that is within me. But you know what? I grew up here, and guess what? As difficult as it was at times, loved it.
Yeah.
Loved it. I loved my estate. I loved hanging around with my brethrens and that. I loved garage. You get what I'm saying? Doing all of that. Loved grime, which obviously grime had taken bits and pieces. Like, there's reasons for that. Probably why I even like grime. I just always say that, like, one of the reasons why I like grime is because of the elements of sound system culture that it has taken. So I identify with that. Even like jungle, you know, like when you listen to jungle music, it's got so much, so many different like dancehall kind of vibes in it or whatever, like and so many different samples and that in there. My dad loved that. You get, that was probably the reason why my dad liked jungle music, purely off the basis of that. But I was brought up here. I know where I come from, but I don't have a problem with saying, oh, you know what,
Black British.
Man, and I think that like I actually feel as though there's a certain generation of people, whether it be my generation, that were born here, so they might have been second generation, for example. They were born here, they grew up here, but they will say, like, they won't say that they're here from here. They'll say, I'm this. But it's like, no, your parents are from there.
That's true,
and that's where you come from. But ultimately, you're here.
Why is that though? Why do you think that is? Like, is it
because I don't
not identifying with, like,
I think it might just be because of what history has told us about this country. Do you get what I'm saying? True. So maybe subconsciously we just don't, it doesn't feel comfortable saying we're from a place that had done this to our people and X, Y, and Z and whatnot. Like, and also it just sounds a bit better when you're from a place that's a hot country. You get what I'm saying, with a certain type of culture and whatever. But that's cool. I think that is actually cool. But how much of your culture do you actually know? Like, how much of it do you actually know? Like, how much of it are you around? Like, can you cook the food? Do you get what I'm saying?
Like, do you
follow some of the traditions? What? How much of it do you actually? Are we gonna have an honest conversation about that?
It's true. People have an uncomfortable conversation about that one.
Because I don't think much do. I don't think much do. I remember I was saying to one youth that was here one time, I was like, you know, he's saying, like, he was talking about Jamaica and whatnot, and I was like, do you listen to, like, not that you have to, but it was just a question, isn't it? Do you listen to dancehall? Like, do you listen to reggae music and that? Like, do you, like, do you like the food? Do you like the food?
Are you invested?
Yeah.
Are you invested?
Do you like the food?
If you're not following, if you're just perpetrating and not following none of the traditions or values, then what's the point? Like, you know. But we have that. I think that's society as a whole. Sometimes they don't really, you know, they're not true to themselves.
So, and that's why I think when you actually break it down like that, that is where the, without being disrespectful, but that's where the stupidity in the question sort of lies. Do you get what I'm saying? If you look at, if you apply exactly what I'm saying almost to my life, to his life, it's clear that like he is what he is.
He is.
Do you know what I mean?
He's a White Yarde.
Yeah.
He's a White Yarde. That's it. Like you can't, you know.
Dane. I think not to disrespect him either. He's a comedian, right?
Yeah.
Seems like a really cool guy. Him and White Yarde had thing. I don't know where it was, Twitter, where they was going back and forth and all of this type of stuff. And to which I'm gonna be honest with you, he was having a howler. He was having an absolute He was having a howl. You know, I think sometimes. You know when you go on, like, you might be. I'm just trying to put myself in the mind frame of like what people are doing at the times that they're doing it. Yeah, but you see when people go on Twitter and they go online, and they like the thumbs are doing the madness, like the rage is like in the thumbs and that. Yeah, and when a person like exposes a conversation, so it's like, you know what, I'm raging and I'm going to screenshot this now and I'm going to show the world what we're talking about and that I'm sticking it on, man, or that we're having this type of conversation. Yeah. I think that like the thought in that feels like you're doing something that is like the proper move. But as a big man, I always just think that is very odd. Yeah. Do you get what I'm saying? It's like, you two clearly have an issue. Swing, man, isn't it? Like it's
but he was on smoke.
I was telling him to suck his white mum and all these type of things. That was why I was just like,
that was. There's something else going on there.
Yeah, it's a bit unnecessary in that context.
Yeah, massively. Massively. And that's to me, it's like, you know what? You just need to have a conversation. You two, you know each other. You need to just have you need to talk about that. But it just. And the fact that he was the one who screenshotted it and put it out himself. He screenshotted the own conversation.
Oh, so wait, was this private?
There wasn't White Yarde that posted it out.
So this was in their DM.
This was in their DM.
Yeah. Oh, so it was
on tweet. So it was it was in a DM. So no, I believe
the suck your mum
that the tweet exchange happened publicly.
Yeah.
Right.
And then White Yarde DM'd him and said, like, and asked him, so is this what it is? Like, and then he responded in that manner. I don't think that's cool. I've got to the. I'll be honest. I've got to the stage where I've said that to people, and I've had to
suck your mum.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
On Instagram, yeah. Because it was over reselling as well. It was over
reselling. Yeah. Oh, what you mean like suck your mum in?
Yeah. No.
Wait, just stop you though. Yeah. Have you done that on the gram yet?
Nah, never.
I ain't suck the mum. I ain't done the suck the mum in one.
Yeah,
I'm due one though. No, I'm gonna be honest with you. Yeah. I'm due. Someone's due from me.
I agree.
Someone is
brewing inside you. Yeah.
Someone is due a SYM from me. Oh, I'm gonna give it in capital letters. You know, when I tell you, someone's gonna get a strong SYM from me. A big one.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
I think I was justified in it, though, to be fair.
Go for it.
Yeah, I was just like, so basically there was a pair of Dior's that came out, right? Dior Jordans, right?
Oh, they were nice.
Dior Jordans. So the total retail price was $1,800. Most expensive Dior's of all time, right? I mean, Jordans of all time. Right. So what people don't know, it was a raffle system. So you can enter the raffle and win, but 5 million people entered for about 3,000 pairs. So there's people who won this opportunity to purchase it. Yeah, imagine you're entering a raffle for the opportunity to buy, right? And they couldn't afford the 1,800. So I get a call from one of my friends. He's like, "Yo, this person can't afford the 1,800," and I'm like, "Okay, yo, cool. Tell him I'll pay, and I'll give him a couple hundred on top." So in my head, it clicked. I was like, "Oh, there's people who might not be able to afford the price, you know," and I wasn't bragging or nothing. So I said, "Look, if you can't afford 1,800 for the trainer, let me know. I'll give you a couple hundred on top." And I put it out. People were upset with me, saying I was taking advantage of people because the resale price was around £5,000 to £10,000. So I'm taking advantage of people.
Okay.
But I'm like, how am I taking advantage if I'm speaking to a particular demographic of people who can't afford this particular retail price?
Right.
And I had people come on my page and cuss me and all that. And someone tried to get into a back and forth. So I'm getting racist abuse from people at the same time. So someone's saying, "Oh, you N-word." Why are you saying that? You're like, yeah,
okay,
yeah. So literally, I'm going back, but then someone said, "Oh, I hope your son." The minute I heard,
fair enough.
Oh yeah, go on, say it. Go on, yeah, keep going.
Yeah. So he must have said, "I hope your son doesn't." And I didn't. I blacked out. I don't know you. Don't mention my little boy. Like,
so what did you say?
Yeah. So I said, at first I said to him. He said, "I hope your son doesn't meet someone who takes advantage of you." And I said, like, and I was racist back, and I said, like your white ancestors who took us from the guy. I even apologized to the guy after, because I thought about that.
Right.
And then after all the people who were racist to me after that, I said, I went with such a mum, and they tried to cancel.
No. Say it clearly. You said what? What did you say?
I said suck their mum.
Right.
Suck their mum.
Yeah.
Like strong, but. What it was, yeah, and it's funny. And I remember I put out a post. Right? And this is the crazy thing. I remember I put out a post on my stories after. I said, and this was around the Black Lives Matter thing. And I said, Black sneakerheads matter, right? And then people were saying, "Oh, Franklin, why are you using the black thing?" But what I was doing is people who were, because you know how it is with Instagram. If people leave bad comments, you don't want your page to get taken down for the bad comments. I was deleting like a lot of the bad comments and blocking people. So as soon as they send me a bad thing, I'll reply, suck your mouth or something like that. And then they will, and then I'll block them. Yeah, so they see it. When you reply and you block, and then they see it. So then what happened was, people thought I was the one that was starting this thing, right? Then I was getting people saying I should be cancelled because I'm using Black Lives Matter to thing, and I wasn't. I was like, I'm getting racist abuse here, like beforehand. And what was crazy, I got people were like, "Oh, cancel the king, he's using the black thing." Then, literally a couple of days after that, I unblocked the people. Yeah. Then I get like the racist comments start popping up. Right. So then I posted that on my page, and said, "Look, see," and it was someone saying N-word, and he said, "Yeah, I kept your family as slaves and all that sort of stuff."
Shit.
So yeah, it was mad. Like, it was so crazy. And then I put it up on my page, and I mean, it got like thousands of views, like 30, 40,000 views. It went viral. Like, people were going, "Oh no, we're sorry," and people were saying, "Oh, we're sorry," and I was like, it takes for a black man to say, without you seeing it, to say, "Oh, I'm being racially abused,"
right? But
all they're seeing was the reaction. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
To make me look like I was going crazy. But but that was crazy for me. Like, that people would say, "Oh, but we didn't see it, Frank." Like, but no. I'm getting racially abused. Yeah, but you have to see it
to know
for them to. But I just can't say that was what happened, and that's literally what happened. Yeah, but I'm not proud of that.
No, I hear that.
Cool,
we get some of them moments.
Indeed.
As I always say, sometimes I have to meet dickheads with dickheadism.
Yeah,
I have to do that occasionally. If you're going to be a dickhead, I have to project dickheadism back to you, because I've got the time now.
Yeah.
Do you know what? One kid messaged me yesterday. Yeah, the other day, and I've gone into my DMs, whatever, and I've just seen this thing, and it's like someone's tried to call me on Instagram. My notifications are off, so I'm not.
Mine's all off.
So anyway, I've noticed he's tried to call me. Then he's put, "Yo, it's me, Stormzy, from a burner account. Holler me."
What?
Oh, so I thought, you know what?
Oh God.
Did you call him?
I'm not gonna. Nah, I should have done it.
You should have called him, bro. That would be funny.
But like, instead of ignoring it, I just sent him a light one. It wasn't anything aggressive. I just said to him, "Bro, one more of these and I'm blocking you."
Yeah.
And he just laughed. He just laughed at it, yeah? And I'm just like, you know what? Just say hi. How are you?
Yeah, that's it.
And if my vibe's there, then I'll just hit you back, innit? Like, you ain't got to do that.
Yeah, it's mad.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Human interaction is crazy now. The young people feel they need to cuss you to get a response from you.
To get your attention.
Yeah, I know.
Mad, like,
and then once they do, and then once you get a response from them, they're like, "Yo, bro."
Yeah,
it's all love your thing.
I love it. Yeah,
it starts off with, "Yo, suck your mum, blood, you dickhead black bastard." And then you're like, "What, bro? Here's my pin. Link me."
Yeah, and then,
I love the pod,
bro. You know what? The pod's sick, though. You're doing your thing, bro. Sorry, man. I just was here. I'm stressed out, cousin.
Yeah, nah. Don't project your bad energy on me. Like, it's not doing me.
Go back to where you're coming from.
Yeah.
You know what? Yo,
I get it. I get it a lot because
but
of
to go back to where you come from, thing.
Nah, yeah. No. Well, just race. Just in the past, I've had a lot of racist abuse.
Bro, fam, man's from here, you know.
That's what I'm saying.
Sorry to even just go back to the conversation of what I'm saying is that like sometimes we just have to say that. What do you mean go back to where man's come from? Like I'm from here, bro. That's what's up. And guess what? Guess what? I was here before you.
Straight.
How about that?
Straight up with that.
How about that? You were born recently. I was born when I was born. I was here before you. So don't talk to me about that.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
That's it.
Yeah, there's an element of like my culture and where like the heritage and where I've been brought up and all of that is a whole different thing. Yeah. But even then, it's like, fam, like man's from here. Guys.
It's funny because there was a debate online saying that. There was a debate online just on one of these pages, and Officially Urban, I think, and someone said about black people in the UK and this is not our country. Yeah. And I believe that the first black figure or person was found in the skeleton was of a black origin or whatever they say, you know. But then people say no, but I can't determine. And so when people say we're not from it, like this is, I believe the world's my place. Like I don't.
Can we dissect that a little bit though? Because yeah, okay, because that is true. Like even in saying like man's from here, that's not saying. Okay, for me, I'm gonna speak for me. Yeah, that's not me saying that this is my country.
Yeah, it's true.
Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I'm not saying it's my country. I was born here though, and I was brought up here, and I am a citizen of this country. Do you get what I'm saying? So for me, it's like I'm not gonna just because it's cool to just because before I used to always just say, oh yeah, I'm Jamaican. Yeah. Like, I'm Jamaican, and like. You know, I got so many cousins and family members that were born in Jamaica, which made me feel Jamaican on top of that too, and being around it a lot and whatnot. Yeah, but I'll be very honest with you. When I first went to Jamaica, I felt different. I loved it. But I knew standing next to him, it's not the same type of Jamaican. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. And like, yes, my family was brought up here and yes, it is within me and I love it. You get what I'm saying? Like, and I see myself moving there at a later stage in my life where everything's pretty much chill. Maybe not. I'll be honest with even with that, not living there forever, like as it just being my home, but I would love to idealistically do however many months there and do however many months here because I have family here and you know I've got friends here and maybe I might have kids and stuff like that that might be here and stuff like that. So like I would like to do the both and float between the two, but ultimately like. Here is my home, innit? And here is where I've been brought up. And I'm not ashamed to say that I feel like this is a part of my home too.
I don't mean no one should be. Yeah,
we shouldn't feel like we're paying enough. And if someone came to me and said to me, "Oh, you know, when did you decide that you was from England?" Like to me, it's like, who are you talking about, fam? Like, man's from here.
And you know, it's funny when you say like that. The reverse of it, like. It sounds crazy, isn't it?
It's nuts, bro.
It sounds mad.
It's actually nuts.
When did you decide you were British?
Yeah. Well, exactly. Imagine, Imagine a white person said that to a black person from Scotland. Imagine a white person said that. Imagine a white person said that to a black person from Scotland. Like, do you understand what I'm saying? It's like, it's a bit. It's just.
And we will be looking at it differently.
What?
We will go. The person's getting like, what are you racist? And because you know, it's and you know, I think sometimes we do not excuse and not. I don't know the young man. I'm not saying he was being racist in any way.
No. But sometimes he was. I think essentially what he was trying to do is just bring up an uncomfortable question, but it just wasn't. It was more. It was. Not that.
Yeah. But we excuse a lot of things because of the person who asked the question.
Facts.
You know, and I feel that we need to start to kind of look at that as well and see, because if that was reversed and it was a white man asking a black person, it would be
mass hysteria.
It will be a problem.
It'll be a problem. Hysteria.
Yeah, it'll be a problem.
All right. Well, by the way, just lastly, when like. Like, what could give the pass to tell someone to, like, you know what I mean? What can we lay some foundations here to let someone know, like, you know what, you need to SYM now.
SYM.
Like, what is the like? What can we say?
I think if someone,
I feel like I think you're right. Anytime you bring in family,
yeah, you can't.
Is it
family?
Yeah,
or
that's the line
or,
for me. If you bring in family, there's no. I don't know
What
what
about
I'm
a
gonna say.
cousin?
A cousin.
You got
Depends on-
Does it deserve a SYM if it's a cousin?
what?
Nah.
It depends on the cousin.
Nah.
If you
It does
disrespect
depend.
my cousin, like Elliot, for example, there's gonna be a SYM from me.
Yeah.
But I'll be honest, there's a cousin.
couple cousins you
there's
might
a couple
like.
cousin that might not get that defended. Do you know what I mean?
But if it's kids or parents, nah. Fuck off. I'm going ham.
Or if they're racist in any way,
Right,
in any way, you know, and I think that's. But some people they don't understand that when you say where I'm from, if you say that, you have to be willing to kill the person.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Yeah, you know what that is.
Right.
You
especially if you're telling the man to suck my dick.
Yeah.
What's stronger, suck my dick or suck your mum?
For me,
your
it's
mum.
suck my mum
Is
all
it?
day long.
Yeah.
All day long, because unfortunately, I used to go to the States a lot, right? And you know, like New York, Brooklyn, and I used to be there for summer, and I heard it so much.
What, suck my dick?
Yeah, not to me personally, but
Yeah,
just
yeah,
you
they
know, yo,
love
suck
that.
my, yeah,
They'll
you
suck
know,
my dick,
yeah,
yeah.
and it was very casual. It became casual, even though in America they take it seriously. For me, I was like, oh, this is, you know,
Yeah, it's like what?
but
It's
when
baby
you bring,
food.
when you bring my mum into it, it's a problem.
Yeah, suck my dick is kind of like to
Yeah,
suck my
yeah,
mum's dick.
but-
I think more time
laugh
like,
that off.
Huh?
I can laugh that off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But
all right, bro, come here then.
Yeah, exactly.
Because the thing is, you know what it is, yeah? Even when you do that, like, oh, suck my dick, fam, you're not going to back it out.
No.
Yes,
Like, you're not.
And if you said back it out, then they'd be like, what?
What? Yeah, it's like, what?
What?
And then
What?
you don't even
What?
want your dick sucked. So shut your mouth. But if he's telling you, you know what, go suck your mum, he's telling you what you need to go and do.
Yeah. That's a massive.
You have to go and do that.
That's a massive.
So that's where it becomes the Mazzoline. Do you understand what I'm saying?
And sorry to cut you,
Go on.
but I think online, I can't take it seriously. Like I can't take trolls. I'm so past it like that, because I used to walk around with a crown and a robe to go to events, right? Looking at
that.
trainers,
Yeah.
And people will literally see me at these events, like sneaker events around London, and go home, and then go online and start cussing me. Who does he think he is? Blah blah blah. So I can't take it. You had the opportunity to see me face to face.
Yeah, exactly.
Always have that energy.
There was nothing.
Like, why are you gonna?
Yeah, that's always
Yeah,
bro.
I'm not gonna say.
No one's
you
ever
know,
going to say anything in front.
you
Like,
know. But I've given my address. I've given my office address out.
Have you?
Yeah, on in the caption. Here I am. Like
Really?
in my captions and stuff. I've done that before loads of times.
yeah, link me.
But you know, I've learned.
Has it ever got that
for
deep for
the
you?
brands and the people I
You
represent?
can't do that.
I'm not. Yeah. I'm peaceful. I'm a business person. Come to my CBD shop.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm good.
Exactly.
Has
it ever got that deep for you?
Nah, to be honest, never. I'm not really on that.
Yeah, I think nah. But as I said,
You must have sent a pin to something. You must have sent a location, like link, man.
do you know? Nah, I've had some strong words though. Like, I've definitely had some strong words. I think. Do you know one thing that really irritates me is when I get them emails from people pretending to be from Instagram saying, or when they say, yo, your uncle's got, you're entitled to X, Y, and Z. I actually sometimes email them back and I tell them to suck their mum or fuck off or whatever. And the reason why it gets me so annoyed and so upset, is because I know what would happen to me if I fell for this. If I fell for this, I'm gonna lose my whole Instagram, or you're gonna do some shit in my bank or whatever. It's gonna you are really trying to inconvenience me in a big way. So I need to let whoever know that this is what I think about their mum and what they should do with the straw.
It's so mad. Just before this, literally as I parked up, I spoke to my friends. His account got hacked, and Instagram hacking it's gone crazy.
Yeah, I got hacked as well.
Yeah.
Remember very quickly.
Oh,
Like alarmingly quick. Yeah.
Alarmingly quick.
Bro, it was in like fucking like a minute. I was on his
worried.
account and then suddenly I was off.
Oh,
yeah.
So we were both
he's on
there, just like trying to sort it. Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
And luckily,
two-factor notification. I teach social.
I've got
Yeah, we've got that now. On everything, by the way.
On everything.
You fucking try it.
Yeah, exactly. We've got it on everything.
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 Yeah?
Everything.
We're patterned up properly.
Right,
Don't
exactly.
fucking try it.
Yeah?
you know, yeah, it's important.
Actually, that's another. I would say suck your mum if they hacked any of the shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm trying to find them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Yeah,
no.
Yeah.
I'm trying to.
I'm coming.
Because
I don't condone it, but I'm trying to. Inflict a level of
uncomfortability.
Right.
Yeah.
That they might not forget.
Yeah.
That might make them move different in the future.
Yes, absolutely. I would.
Or not move at all. No,
exactly. No, man. But no, thanks for coming through, bro. I really appreciate it. It's a good conversation and that.
I'm grateful, man.
And
Yeah.
Love, bro. Where can people find you, by the way?
You know, at Franklin. Franklin. They can Google me. Franklin Boateng, Boateng, at King of Trainers, at Sports with Sample Cell, and at Green Machine Shoreditch. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry. Plug it.
No, you have to.
You know.
All right, nice one. Thanks for watching, everyone. Yeah.
Thank you.